Hey everyone, this is a type of video nobody wants to have to make. Because it's like this documentation of irritation and annoyances. However, I had some issues with my original NES a while back, years back actually. And I made a video about that and how I fixed it, and still to this day it's one of my more popular videos. And people still comment on that, thanking me that what I said actually helped them, even though I'm in no way no specialist or anything. So I figured, you know what, just man the fuck up and I'll do a video on this issue now too. I've had my Wii U since launch, over 3 years, I think. And I never had any issues with it, nothing whatsoever. I could always go online flawlessly, never got kicked out of any rooms. My Smash Brothers matches, I have like almost no lag. Out of 20 matches I might get like 1 match with lag. So I don't have any internet issues whatsoever. But ever since the Mario Kart 8 DLC update, the DLC Pack 2, I'm being thrown out of matches left and right. I can't finish races, I can't finish even like 1-minute matches on Smash Brothers. I couldn't even play my fucking Splatoon stress test. I couldn't even participate in that. I was looking forward to that a lot. I couldn't do any of that. Now, this video I might give you a few tips of what to do against wireless interference issues, but we're gonna be talking about something very specific. So ever since that update, I've been getting, I think, 4 different error codes, 4 different numbers, but whenever I try to look it up, I always get the same explanation: wireless interference issues. I'm getting, let me see if I can think of this, 103.6001 to 103.6005, which means, 6002, 603, 604. So those are 4 already. And then I randomly get as well 103.9999. When I try to look up the 103.6001 codes, including 2, 3, 4 and 5, I can never find anything, because like Nintendo says this code doesn't exist, meaning there's probably some server issues, router issues, Wi-Fi issues. The error code that goes 103.9999, however, always says the exact same thing, that there's wireless interference. Now, I found this funny because in the 3 years that I have this setup, I never changed anything about it. Let me quickly show you guys what I have. So this is my setup. I have my Wii U right there. I have my router behind those few DVDs. I put those there because my cat keeps going behind the TV. See, there is my modem router thingy. So it's basically right next to it. Tips people give you to fix wireless interference, which would be the first thing I would tell you as well, is make sure there is nothing really in between your designated access point and the object you want to have the link with. Don't put like smart devices, don't put like laptops or anything, even your microwave shouldn't really be in between. Keep the path clean. But as you see, like, my shit is standing right next to it, so I really do not understand this. I didn't change anything about it, so there is no setup change for me, so that for me is not the issue. I'm not getting wireless interference because of objects that are actually interfering with it. Which brings me to the only possible solution I could think of for this. Now, this video is gonna be segmented a bit all over the place. Like I said, it's more documentation. This is the first video. I already recorded some issues I've been having that you've been seeing here on the site already a few times. About me being thrown out of Smash, me being thrown out of Mario Kart, even the Splatoon demo, I recorded some of that. I recorded that hobo style. I don't have a capture card, I don't give a fuck, I don't want my channel to be labeled as a video game channel, so I don't put in the extra mile to actually get a capture device. But you've been seeing the codes I've been giving, and the only thing that I could think of if this is actually, that's my main issue, you see, because it doesn't tell me anywhere the 103600 codes what they represent. So the only, but people keep saying it's wireless interference. Nintendo says, you know, we can't really find this code, but it's probably wireless interference. And the 1039999 code actually says it's wireless interference. So I did the only thing I could think of and get the official LAN adapter for the Wii, which is the one Nintendo said you should get, you know, when they launched Smash Bros, I think. Because I feel the only thing that could actually fix this issue is a direct connection to my modem. I have nothing to be wireless anymore. I ordered that like a week ago. It should come in the mail this week. Meaning in a few seconds this video will skip ahead to me actually having this thing in my hands. Well, there you go. It's not at all like 2 weeks later or something. So, I have the package in the mail today. There's a few things I fear about all of this. Number one, this thing comes from Japan. This one was sent from Osaka. Meaning, if it's a Japanese LAN adapter, I don't know if there's compatibility issues with what it's programmed to do, you know? Because for example, if you take a third party, and that's another thing, I wanted an official Nintendo, but this could be a third party thing. And the thing is, if you take a third party LAN adapter, it might not be compatible with Wii or Wii U, so you need an official one. So I bought an official one. It said official, but you never know online, so I hope this is an official one. Another thing is, my laptop works wireless. It works perfectly fine. I have no issues with my 3DS, so if this LAN adapter is official, and if this LAN adapter does not fix my issues, even though they are wireless interference codes, that means there's an issue with my Wii U itself, and that's gonna fucking suck, because Splatoon launches in like a week. And that means I have to get my Wii U. Let's just open this shit up first. Okay, at the very least, it's an official adapter, LAN adapter. From the Wii, of course. There you go. Let me just unwrap this bubble shit here. Now, I assume shit like this is universal, the connections, but the main problem is, like I said, some third-party LAN adapters are not made to handle the Wii or Wii U. It has to be compatible. There's something programmed in this shit that converts it, or whatever the fuck, that uses the signal. So, I have finally one, an official one from Nintendo. It's from Japan. I'm gonna hook this shit up. I don't pray, I don't believe in God, but please let this fucking work, because I can't stand being thrown out of these matches anymore. So, well, I can still open this up here on camera. I know some people don't care. There you go. I think it's an official one from Nintendo. Little sticker here that's still on there that right now is destroying my finger. There you go. We have the official USB on this side, the Ethernet on that side, was a Nintendo there. There you go. Like I said, the only issue I'm gonna have now, because it's an official one at least, is the old school one. Nintendo said these were gonna work, but like I said, I live in Europe and this is a GP version, so well, enough diddy doddling, bloody floddy. Foofy schmoever, let's just go on to the next segment, I guess. So, I have to go to work in a little bit, but if I don't try this now, it's gonna drive me fucking insane. So, here's my extra Ethernet cable that came with my modem. Let's put this to the side here. Here's the LAN adapter, the Wii U, for the Wii U, the Wii version. Throw that away. So I don't need to really unplug this, just there you go. So this one go in here. That fit perfectly. Then I'll put this one in the back of the Wii U and this one in the back of my modem. There you go. So the USB runs to the converter, to the Ethernet cable, to my modem port. And let's see if this shit worked. So what we're gonna have to do here, let's see if I can show you guys a little bit. We're gonna have to go to the Wii U menu first. I don't want to turn on the TV. Make sure it's on the right channel. HDMI 1 please. Just make sure it's not on 40. Okay, so pick me. That's me. Then we go to the settings, system settings. From the settings, system settings, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete every single internet connection, the links that have been made. Let's see. Connect to the internet. Okay, connection types, no black. Connection list. I'm gonna delete every single wired setting because I don't need them anymore. And I hope that's gonna help. I made sure that the electricity and everything was off when I plugged in my Ethernet cable. I heard that's something that you should really have to do. Delete. I have so many settings because I told you every time I'm being thrown off the internet I have to make a whole new fucking setting. Every time I have to redo it manually. It's so fucking annoying. I really hope this shit is gonna save my internet. Delete. You guys can see it, but I'm basically here deleting all the manual settings. That's the last one. Delete. Delete. Okay, so what you want to do now is connection type. It says so here in the corner. Connection type Y. Then there's a wired connection. You want to click that. Then you're gonna blah blah blah. Go to the manual. Then it's gonna prepare it. Technically, it should take it. It's gonna test my connection. See, it's gonna do. There's no intermission here. There's just an immediately internet now. My heart is racing so fast right now. Oh. Well, that's a good sign already. Connection test was successful. Okay. Details for this network have been saved as connection 1. Okay. That should be it. Now, let's go test it out with some games. I'm gonna try the same games again. I'm gonna try it with Smash with my friend. I'm gonna try it with Mario Kart, single player, online globally. And the Splatoon test is actually gonna come up again too. I think 25th. It's in 2 or 3 days. That's in 2 or 3 days from now, but I will add that in here as well. I'm gonna add that to this section because I started out with that as well. And let's just hope all of this worked. Alright. We skipped a few days ahead again. It's Tuesday now. Yeah, Tuesday because I worked yesterday. And through Saturday at midnight for me here at least, was the Splatoon test fire. So I wanted to process that shit a bit first. The angle is a bit weird. For 2 reasons. Number one, you're seeing footage here right now of the result. And while my cat is sleeping in his box downstairs there, and I didn't want to bother him because I love my cat more than 80% of the people on this planet. So there you go. Now, so the results, yes. I started after I plugged it in. That same night I did solo test runs of Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 would let me race 0 full races anymore, actually. 0 full races. After 1.5, 2 laps I would always get thrown out immediately. always with one of these same codes. All the games, it was always the same codes. Now I tested it, I played solo online, globally. I always do globally, unless I don't find a lot of people sometimes. Sometimes I find more people regionally, but in general I play globally. And it worked perfectly fine. I did 5 races in a row, I think. 5 races in a row. And 0 issues whatsoever. Then I waited a day. Saturday. Was it Saturday? No, I think it was still Friday evening. Friday evening I played Smash Brothers online with a friend. I always play with her no matter what. You need like a standard Smash buddy, you know, that is not CPU. And I don't always like going online because people online are dicks and they don't always play for fun. I don't mean like for fun, you can mean for glory, but most people in for glory, they just have to win and I don't give a fuck. I want to be good, but I want to have fun more than anything else. So I played with my friend. We played a bunch of matches with Smash Brothers. I was able to survive 1 and 2 matches without having any issues, but every now and then they would throw me out of a match. I would start a new match, I would be able to finish it with like 1 life or 1 minute timer, and they would throw me out. After I plugged in the LAN adapter, I played with my friend again, once again, flawlessly. There was some lag, but I'm used to this because that's always from her side. They have a pretty shitty internet connection. So from my side, there was nothing anymore, no problems whatsoever. And after Smash, I did the global test fire, which was the day after that, which was Saturday. For the global test fire, I tried joining in a previous session and it wouldn't let me join in even for most of the time. Then when I got in, I seriously was able to play for 5 seconds. 5 seconds and bam, threw me out. Once again, always the same error codes, always the same 4 or 5 numbers. Like 1036001 until 5 and then 1039999, something like that. Always the exact same codes, always wireless interference issues. So Saturday at midnight I played the global test fire. I was able to get in immediately, 0 problems. I played my first 2 matches, which you're seeing here right now, my first two matches. I was actually the best player in both of the matches. I love this game, it is so much fun. And then I made this horrible mistake of leaving because I don't like using the motion controls. I already had it set on using the controller. And I made the mistake of leaving because I wanted to readjust the sensitivity by minus 0.5. And I haven't been able to get back in since. Then again, most of the world hasn't been able to get back in again. Fortunately, I know this is not my issue. For me, it works perfectly fine. The LAN adapter solved the problem all of these codes were giving me. Wireless interference. Like I said, with the wireless interference, my system is over there. There is absolutely nothing in between my Wii U and the modem. Nothing. My setup hasn't changed in years. There's a microwave a little bit next to it, but that has always been there. I never had issues before. I don't have any new equipment in the front or in the back or around it or in between it. My laptop is all the way over there. My laptop uses Wi-Fi. My 3DS uses Wi-Fi. 0 issues whatsoever. So I don't know where the problem came from, but I don't know, maybe it's the people on the other side of the fucking wall who bought new shit, or downstairs or above me, I don't know, but the issues apparently also were not from the Wii U itself. The codes given, they actually say it's wireless interference, and this LAN adapter, it fixed every single issue I have. So if you have wireless interference issues, there are 2 things you can do. Number 1, if you do not have a LAN adapter already, which technically if you have it you cannot have wireless interference issues, get the LAN adapter, I swear. Don't get some kind of B brand bullshit item, get an official one. I paid 25 euros including shipping from mine, and I still have the box here, and it came from Japan. It's the official one for the Wii. It works perfectly fine, zero issues. Because you have to take into account, you don't skimp on like $2 or $3 to get a brandless one when it won't be compatible. There's a high chance it won't be compatible. So either get a LAN adapter if you don't have one, or if you have changed your setup, which was not my case, make sure there is nothing around your Wii U and your modem that you use. But in general, wireless interference issues, get a LAN adapter. Get an official LAN adapter. Seriously, don't cheap out on shit like this. Perfectly fine. Right on time. I was able to enjoy 2 matches of Splatoon. It's better than nothing. And in a few days, the game is already gonna come out. I'm probably gonna do an unboxing of that one for the European only edition, because it comes with the squid, and I'm curious to see if the squid, the solo squid, has its own box. But that will come up in the future. It's very dark outside, so the Star Wars helmet video, it is coming this week. It's not coming today. It's been a month since I've seen the fucking sun here. But I'm trying. But yeah, I'm so glad these wireless issues are finally resolved. LAN adapter, it's the only answer. So, if this video already only helped 1 or 2 people out there, I'm already happy that I was able to help you guys. I know this, like I said in the beginning of this video, my NES video is still helping people, and I don't know, I just like being able to help people in that way. And it might be an obvious fucking solution, but not to everybody, not to everybody. And not everybody knows or realizes how fucking effective this thing apparently is. Was there something else I wanted to say? Yeah, so I'm gonna play some Mario Kart now, because that works again. Didn't even have the chance to cross the 10,000 mark yet. In the meantime, stay real.